Hello, we're pairing wine with some classic Christmas dishes, vegan dishes. There is a very long list of rules when it comes to food and wine pairing. There's the alcohol, the sweetness, the flavor components. We are going to focus on two of those rules in this video. One of them is acid, and the second one of them is intensity. Number one, so it begins. The food should not have a higher acidity than the wine. The wine's acidity should be higher than the food's acidity. Number two is intensity. There needs to be a balance of intensity. So a low intense food would be something like a simple salad or avocado on toast or vegetarian sushi. High intensity food would be bean chili or deep fried pickles. So you want a light wine to go with a light salad, or a very intense Shiraz to go with your intense food, so that the intensities match each other. You don't taste one too much over the other. Here is your paint by number menu. 3 courses with their wine mate. First course. Course number 1, cheese plates. These are nut cheeses. It's a medium intense food, and with that, you'll have a nice medium intense oaked Chardonnay or a Pinot Noir. Your second item is a bruschetta, just a fun, easy, colorful addition to your Christmas menu. This pairs very well with Pinot Noir, Malbec, another red, or again, your oaked Chardonnay. The flavors work very well here, but huge asterisks here. Don't get obsessed with flavors. These are called impact compounds. Things like, going more science, pyrazines, which is what gives Sauvignon Blanc that green pepper and the Gras notes, or rotundone, which is what gives a Shiraz its pepper notes, or if you've ever had a champagne tasting, lisse, which is those tastes of brioche and bread. Yum. Unless you are an experienced taster or a sommelier, you're not going to pick up this rainbow of flavors, unfortunately. It's just the way it is. But what you will notice is that the salt from the salted tomatoes will make the Pinot Noir and the Malbec bigger, which is nice. Course number 2, now we're getting into bigger things. A beet Wellington. You have a lot going on here. There's the earthiness from the beets as well as from the mushrooms, and just a ton of herbs that you've put into the patty and with the gravy. Let's go Italian. The great thing about Italian reds is that they're generally high in acid, which means that they can pair quite easily with foods. We're talking about the classic Chianti and then the not so classic but very delicious Barbera, both with high acid, but this meaty, big flavor that can definitely stand up to all the herbs in your food. They won't get lost. Your other option is a Pinot Noir, just like we had for the first course. Pinot Noir is more gentle, but again with the salt in the potatoes and the gravy is going to make the wine bigger and really bring out those red fruit notes. Whether or not you can taste them, they'll be there. Plus, if you had it with your appetizers, then you can just continue drinking from that bottle. Okay, and finally, now it is unlikely that you will be hungry enough or sober enough to fully appreciate this, but so that you can dish it out and pour it up with confidence, dessert. Mince pies. What a classic. We are going to do them with either a Trockenbeerenauslese or a port. What you need when pairing sweet with wine is for the food to be less sweet than the wine. The wine always needs to be sweeter than the food, and these can do that for you. Of the two, I would rather go with the port. Trockenbeerenauslese is a very interesting wine. It's gone through something called Botrytis, and it has a very layered, long taste to it. Having said that, I would lean on the port because it has more Christmassy flavors of walnuts and toffee, and it's also a lot easier to get a hold of. Lastly, your bonus advice, the all-rounder, rosé. 3 reasons why rosé is just one of the best wines that you can pair with food. Number 1, it has a lower alcohol content, so especially for a long holiday of eating, it's nice to have a wine that you can drink a bit more of and not worry too much about being steady throughout the day. Number 2, it has the high acid of a white wine, so it's easier to pair with food. And number 3 is it has some of the body and tannins and red fruit of a red wine, so it can really stand up to most big flavors of your food. That is it, kimosabi. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have found some nice paint by number menu moments. Good luck, have fun, and happy holidays. By the way, this says, take it slow in the snow. It's a sloth. Nothing says Christmas like a sloth.